Well, hello, children. Well, this is Grandpa Joe. We're a couple days out from having Helene squeak by us on the coast. Um, but she did a fairly good job of completely flooding our neighborhood. This is the worst flooding I've seen. I've been here about 25 years, and the neighbors that have been here for 40 or more say it's the worst they've ever seen. I was only one of two houses that I know of that didn't have any flooding inside the main portion of their house. Others were really unfortunate and completely flooded their homes. The neighbor across the street pretty much, lost everything they had. Honestly, they had couches, their washer, all their appliances except their stove, the washer, dryer, refrigerator. I had two refrigerators, both of them, and a vehicle. They had a car that was parked close to the road that was completely flooded, and it damaged the engine. I guess it got into the engine. The water got in the engine and ruined that, as well as the interior, of course, ruined that. Plenty of other neighbors, wood floors or carpeting, it's completely destroyed. Their flooring, so really, really bad. We had a freezer that went bad a couple days after the flood was gone. So I mean, I guess it got wet and then it started rusting and stopped working, and it had a bunch of meat in it. So just a little while ago, we emptied that out and, threw away a bunch of meat in the trash and had to clean up a stinking mess. But all in all, me and Timothy got out relatively easy. So nothing to complain about. We were definitely blessed. God blessed us. I could not have afforded a new floor. Flood insurance would pay for some of it, I imagine, but that's a gigantic hassle and takes years, to happen. So thank God that we didn't have any damage. But that's all over now. We got a couple storms that are close to where we are. Hopefully they won't be anything like this. And we've had other storms that passed closer to us. One under us and one just hit, landed right above us. So much closer. And Helene was like 100 miles offshore from where we live. And it wasn't rain. The flooding was not from rain. This was surge. So, and you can tell by everybody's yards are now dying from the salt water. So, no fun for anyone in my neighborhood. I live in a neighborhood that has a bunch of canals. So, that's what you get for living next to the coast. Got to take the good with the bad, and this was really bad. So hopefully we don't have anything like that for another 40 years. Anyway, that's about it. That's all for now. Enough complaining. I'm going to start, my first video on this channel basically introduced what I plan on doing. And this is pretty much a channel of pain for the most part. And so I thought this was an apt story. And it's not necessarily my pain, but the neighborhood is really hurting. So worth putting on the website.